morning, adventurers! How's everyone doing?
Hey.
We missed you. This is what, episode 3?
Episode 3.
Episode 3 of the podcast. This is, again, with Adventures Anonymous, episode 3, talking about Black Panther. Panther. I struggled with finding something that rhymed with trois. But, no. Black Panther came out this week. We saw it Thursday night. Had our tickets for like a month.
Yeah.
One of mine had faded tremendously in my pocket. So that was a thing.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
But we got into the movie, saw it, and we're here to tell you guys our thoughts on it. So the way we're gonna do it, it's gonna be first things first. We're gonna have the spoiler talk. Non-spoiler talk.
Non-spoiler first.
Yeah. For those who want to hear our thoughts but haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Then we'll warn you guys. All right, spoiler talk time. We're going to go into spoilers because there's some things that we want to talk about.
Yeah. If you don't want spoilers, I'll put timestamp of when the spoiler starts in the description, and I'll try to make some kind of indication on the video itself of it, but there'll be a timestamp where the spoiler talk starts. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Black Panther, what we both thought of it. But first, we're gonna crack open Why Kill a Tradition. We have the new mount. Well, it's not new. I have no idea if it's new or not.
I've seen it before. I just haven't had it before.
It looks weird. That's why I haven't had it before. It's the Mountain Dew Green label. It's Dew with crafted green apple kiwi. I have no idea, but it's in a can this time.
Killer combination. I always have my green apples with kiwis.
I'm gonna need you to open this because I cannot do it.
Yeah, Dylan broke his thumb this week.
I have a broken thumb. I can't.
Dylan broke his thumb.
Get that thing right in the mic.
Alrighty, let's start this review in 3, 2, 1. All right, so first thing, I want to hear your thoughts first because we were. I'll just let you talk because I don't want to. Yeah, you go for it.
I don't want to go first.
You don't want to go first. I think is a reason behind this. So
let me get some of that Mountain Dew.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah. Let me hover this drink over your
my
keyboard. Yeah, but I went in thinking it was going to be this. Dylan has tasted the Mountain Dew Green label.
Oh my god!
Is that bad?
Oh my god! I don't know what it is.
Oh god! Okay, that's weird. I don't think there's any carbonation in that whatsoever.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna just save that to.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's worse.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Okay.
Well, before we jump into Black Panther, there's two things I want to address.
Yeah, really quick.
Two pieces of news. And I want to start doing this.
I got a Lobo Pop.
You did get a Lobo Pop. Very exciting. I want to see it. Where is it?
It's right here.
His head looks like a porcupine.
Yeah, it's great.
It is pretty great, isn't it? So there's two pieces of news that we can quickly talk about, but I haven't told you about them yet because I want to hear your reaction to them. They're not big. I've hyped them up. So you're going to be very disappointed. But the first piece of news that I want to talk about is apparently 3 days ago it leaked that Zack Snyder was fired from Justice League a couple months before that whole family tragedy happened.
As in, the whole family tragedy was like a...
I mean, I'm not trying to
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, 3 days ago. It leaked 3 days ago that he went to... Who makes this movie? Warner Bros.?
Yeah.
Went to Warner Bros., showed them his cut, and they said it was apparently unwatchable.
I did hear unwatchable.
It was unwatchable, and so they fired him. And it didn't... I guess the whole family thing happened. The family tragedy happened, and so, you can't release... Oh, he just got fired, so he stepped down. Not trying to say that what happened wasn't bad.
No, it was terrible, but...
Apparently it was leaked that he was fired.
Interesting.
A couple months before it was...
Interesting.
Family tragedy.
Very interesting. I'm going to have to look in on that. If you guys see anything about that, let us know.
Yeah, I got 3...
Because you guys are better at finding this stuff than I am.
It's from...
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Entertainment.com. That's what I'm looking at. So that's pretty
interesting.
But that's just a little side note. The biggest thing that I've been watching for a couple days now, it's been going on for about 4 days, but I think the law just passed. Hawaii, games that have loot boxes in them, like Battlefront,
Yeah.
you apparently now have to be 21 to buy them because it's a form of gambling.
Yeah, I did hear something about that. I heard, there was legislators that were trying to get loot boxes as a...
How do you feel about that? Do you think that's right? I mean, it's a form of gambling, sure, but I mean, it seems nowadays that microtransactions are such a common thing in video games.
Well, it's easy money for people who are devoted. Like,
yeah.
Battlefront, I think Battlefront 2 would have been great if it didn't have the loot box system, because the whole system is dependent on, the whole progression system is dependent on loot boxes.
Is it?
I
haven't played
that's
it.
just why I never play it, because I don't have any drive to, because I don't care about loot boxes.
Yeah.
Shadow of War, controversy about that.
Yeah.
Shadow of War, great game until you get to the end, and it's like, oh, by the way, the thing, you know what's going to make this easier? If you have loot boxes.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, I mean, it's like even stupid, like, because those games, that's a certain demographics playing those. But, like, sports games, even, because they're made by EA.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I may be wrong on that one, but I think, like, they made the...
EA Sports
EA
is in the game.
NCAA 07 shout out. They make like the basketball games and the Madden games.
Yeah.
Madden's not so bad. I like to play Madden 18, but like I heard the new NBA 2K game that released this year by EA was very loot box centered. Like if you wanted a pair of shoes, it's like a certain amount of points, and they did the math. It's like you can either spend $10 to get that pair of shoes, or you can play the game, grind for like 45 hours just to get the amount of points that you would get if you spent an X amount of money
For shoes.
for like a pair of shoes for your character.
What about a parakeet?
Parachutes.
No, that okay, good.
So
I think that's good. I think
think-
that's good. I think that will deter studios from doing the model of microtransactions.
I mean, especially if you're paying $60 for a game.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I get it. The cell phone is free game. You know, I get that.
If you get a free app or something, there's
Yeah.
transactions on the game.
There's a guy that played Clash of Clans religiously. He loved it so much
Sure.
he decided to spend money on it. But when you make things in the game,
When you make the game cost $60,
and then you're like,
and then you
hey,
have to spend another $60.
yeah, for the chance of getting something that you want. No, I don't
Yeah.
think that applies in the
So-
modern gaming
Yeah.
era.
I'm very-
Cell phone stuff, fine.
Yeah, I'm
But,
very interested
no.
about the whole law. I don't know if it went through or not. I just know that they're trying to get it to go
Good.
through.
Good.
I agree. I mean, it is a gamble nowadays,
Mhm.
but I was very interested by both of those. The Zack Snyder one was just kind of I wanted to
Thing.
see your reaction, but
Yeah.
the Hawaii one I'm very interested in.
Yes.
So
We can go. Yeah, we'll definitely, because I wanted to make a podcast all on that when we don't have superhero movies.
When we
and
don't have
trailers
Black
coming,
Panther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming out.
you wanna-
But yeah, I was just about to go into my thoughts, and then you drank
I am-
that medicine.
I am so sorry. Oh god, that stuff is nasty.
But yeah, we're going into this.
Ready to
going
go
back to the Black Panther.
The Black Panther.
The Black Panther. I enjoyed it. I really did. I went in with the mistake of thinking that it would be a flawless, perfect film, because I thought that every part of him in Civil War was flawless.
he was
and perfect.
awesome.
Oh,
He
like
was
every time he was on screen, I was like, I am 100% sold. He was hands down my favorite character in that movie, and I expected me to just think that throughout the entire movie. It was going to have zero flaws. Pretty much, I think I overhyped it for myself. So when there were a couple flaws, I was like, you know. But then when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay. Just because I didn't leave the movie screaming and fanboying out and running around the theater,
High-fiving everyone. Yeah.
does not mean it wasn't enjoyable. It was. I enjoyed the mess out of it. I just went in thinking it was going to be perfect, and that was on me. That was me and the fanboy in me getting way too excited.
Well, I think a lot of people have overhyped this movie, and so they went to see it. Because, I mean, right now, it's not bad, but the Rotten Tomatoes audience score is a 74.
I'm surprised by that.
The day after it released.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised with that.
So,
Better than the Last Jedi,
which is
audience score.
I think that one's still dropping.
Yeah.
But, so I mean that's not horrible.
Right.
That's not bad by any sense of the word. But
No.
I mean, when you think of Black Panther in a Marvel movie, you're just like 74. That's pretty low for the Saturday after it released.
Mm-hmm. But no, I enjoyed a lot of things about it. The Black Panther himself, fantastic.
Oh, I love
He's
him.
great.
But
Great actor.
He's a different character in this one than he was.
He
in Civil
really
War.
is. He's very angry in Civil War. In this one, he's past all that. He has to be the king of Wakanda. I love Wakanda. It
was
looks
cool.
great. It looks fantastic. I loved the shots they had in this movie. The outfits were fantastic. The music, I love the music. Oh my goodness gracious! From everything from the hip hop beats when they're in the caves to the songs at Warrior Falls.
Yeah.
Very African tribal inspired. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic music, fantastic visuals. The movie smelled good, since I'm talking about all of my senses. No.
That might have been the milk.
Loved the
duds.
characters. I think Okoye, Denai Guerrera's character,
Yeah.
she might be one of my favorite characters in the MCU now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about her more in the spoiler talk, but when the Infinity War trailer came out, I was like, hey, look, that
She made it.
Look, she made it into the shot with the Avengers. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at her running with them. Now I watch it again and I'm like, oh, look at the Avengers running with Okoye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna win this fight because oh my goodness, does she deserve her spot in that Avengers shot? Abso-stinkin'-lutely. I am in love with her. Her and the actress that plays Nakia, and her name escapes me, and I don't know how because I'm absolutely in love with her. She is gorgeous. Lupita.
That's it.
Yeah, Lupita. The last name escapes me.
Moscanata.
Yeah,
Is that her?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
But she's a fantastic actress, and she looks like a goddess. And I think when you guys see the movie, when you see her for the first time, Black Panther's reaction is, I think, pretty much any guy's reaction when they would meet her in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those were my favorite characters. And then Shuri.
Oh, I loved her.
Love Shuri. Oh
I
my
loved
goodness.
her.
She was, oh my gosh, everything about her. She's so smart. I love the tech that she
was.
had. She had this swagger and this attitude about her.
She was cool.
She was
She was
awesome.
cool.
And then I think my last favorite character would be M'Baku.
Oh, he was.
M'Baku.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I really liked M'Baku.
Yeah.
His character, I just really liked every line he had. He owned it.
Yeah.
And I liked his look, his voice.
I liked him in the fight at the beginning
Mhm.
when he does the whole trial of the.
Yeah, that thing that we'll talk in the spoiler.
Well, I mean, it's in the trailer.
Oh yeah, it is. In the trailer. Did I say trailer? In the spoiler talk. No, I like those characters. It's not as, how do I say, it's a lot of the movies that have been coming out with Marvel, very funny. It's almost like they're action comedies. A lot of them.
Yeah.
This one, it's not that, and it doesn't have to be. And honestly, I think if Black Panther was as funny as the other movies, it wouldn't.
It would
feel,
make sense.
Yeah, because he didn't crack any jokes in Civil War. Not that I can remember.
I mean, he didn't crack jokes. Like, it was like funny when Hawkeye went up to him and was like, "Hey, I'm Clint." He's like, "I don't care."
I don't care. Yeah,
That's,
I was like,
funny, but he's not
Yeah.
being funny.
Yeah. And I was like, that kind of humor would work, but like the dry wit of Thor 3,
Yeah, if you did. Yeah.
the over-the-top comedy of Spider-Man Homecoming, I would not have worked in this movie, and they didn't do it, and it was great. There's really only one
there's-
character that cracks jokes,
Yeah.
and the rest of it is like situational
It's just,
humor.
Yeah, well, I mean, Andy Serkis is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just being Andy Serkis.
Yeah, he's
though.
just, I was like, I don't know if knows
not-
that he's being filmed.
Yeah, he's just I mean,
I liked him. I forgot he was in it. How did I forget he was in it? He was great. I liked him a lot. He's great.
I like him as an actor.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I hate to say this, but the issues I had with the movie, I hate that I had to say that sentence, it felt there were some pacing issues, but I think a lot of reviews will say that, so I'm not just gonna copy what they said. The pacing issues, there weren't as many action scenes as I was hoping for, at least with the Black Panther in the suit. I think there's only 2. No, well, I'd say 2.5 because one of them's in the first trailer. One of them you see pretty much the whole thing in the first trailer.
The tree thing?
Yeah. Jungle Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you see that in the first trailer, so none of that really surprised me. And then the other 2 scenes, the one in the middle was incredible.
Yeah.
The one at the end, it's just generic.
Yeah.
And on top of that goes my next negative. CG in this movie leaves a lot
very
to be desired.
obvious at some points.
Yeah, he does this like spin around a pole, and I'm like, that looks like a video game.
Yeah.
That looks like
and
a
there's
video
points
game.
there where they're showing, as much as I loved Wakanda, when they get, there's some points you can tell it's like, oh, it's not real, and it's obvious that it's not real.
Yeah.
There's a point in the movie where it's showing a waterfall, and it looked, to me, I was like, that looks like they bought one of those things at PetSmart, like that you put around your cage. And
One of
those little...
those backdrops.
Those backdrops, and just popped it down there.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. But yes, you were saying your flaws with the movie.
The last one, and I think this goes back to my original point with overhyping. I make the mistake, and I really need to stop doing this, is when as soon as reviews come out for movies, as soon as the review embargoes lift, I watch every single one of them that I can find. Like, YouTube channels with, like, 800 subscribers all the way to, like, the IGNs and the Jeremy Johns and the Chris Stuckmans. Like, I watch every single one of them to see what they're saying. And every single one of them was like, oh, Eric Killmonger is just the absolute best villain. And he was really good as...
He's better than Yellow Jacket.
He's better than most more MCU villains, I'd say. Because, like, with most MCU villains, they're just like, this guy's a bad guy for being bad. Mm-hmm. This guy, like, you get where he's coming from the most part. And it's the whole argument of nature versus nurture. Like, he... And really, I won't get into why he is the way he is, but you kind of get it. You get how he gets to the point where he's at in this movie. You get why he wants to be where he wants to be, and it's just like you have these thoughts of, oh my goodness, you are the bad guy, but I kind of understand where you're coming from. But you do bad things. But I kind of have your back, but no, because you do bad things. You know, like, the best things or the worst things are done with the best intentions.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and you don't get a lot of villains like that in the MCU. I thought that was really cool. I think that's all the points I wanted to make.
Okay.
Just briefly wise, Denai Guerrero, Wakanda Forever. What do you think? What do you think? Because my friend,
I'm glad you ended it on the Killmonger point, because that's where I want to start off. I want to start off. Are you taking another sip of that green label?
We bought it. We might as well.
God,
it's a fun drink.
It's not fun. It's not funny.
Oh my goodness.
It tastes like
awful.
Poison.
Yep.
I'm glad that you ended your discussion with Killmonger, because that's where I want to start mine. And I'll start with my flaws of the movie, and he is definitely a big one. I disagree with a lot of people. There's a lot of reviewers saying that he's the next Loki, or he's as good as Loki, stuff like that. Or the best villain since Loki is what they say. I disagree with that 100%. I disagree with him being... to me, he's just a standard middle of the MCU villains. He's better than Yellow Jacket, but he's not as good as, he's not as good as Loki. Which, at this point, Loki's not even a villain. But whatever. But he kind of falls flat for me. I get his intentions, and I get his method and what he wants to do and how he does it his way and how he does what he wants to do. It's so hard to talk about this without spoiling it.
Yeah, I understand. I did the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, when he did this.
I forgot how hard this is going to be.
Yeah.
But what he wants to accomplish and the way he goes about it and how it's and why it's bad how he wants to do it, I didn't care. I forgot he was in the movie at points. I was like, oh, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whatever. So I like Michael B. Jordan as an actor. He's fine in the 2 movies I've seen him in. I haven't seen Creed.
Way better than the last superhero movie we saw him in.
Oh, Van Forstick.
Yeah. Forgot about that one, didn't you?
I did. He's good in Chronicle. I want to see Creed. He's apparently really good in Creed, and he is good in Chronicle. And he's not bad in Van Forstick.
No, it's just
a bad movie.
Terrible movie.
It's just a horrible movie. So he's a good actor, and I don't fault him for the flaws in that villain. I just think it's poor writing. I don't think he is anything exceptional. To quote Jeremy Johns, I won't remember him in T-minus now.
Yeah. Oh, already forgot.
Yeah. But, what are some of my flaws? The action scenes to me are just, they're so hard to see what's going on. I don't know what camera they used there. I don't know. It looked like they just shot it with a GoPro. Because if there's this action scene with like water involved, and they want to do that cool like looking up angle from like the water up into the action scene, you can't see what's going on. Right. Water splashing on the camera, and you're like, I don't know.
Look at that drop.
I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, and if it's a nighttime battle, you have no idea what's going on.
Right.
So that's a huge flaw for me, is that all the action scenes, how very little there are of them in this movie, you cannot tell at all what's going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember I was hoping for more shots, like, he catches the 2 arrows that Hawkeye shoots out of him in Civil War, and they blow up in his face. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. You don't get a lot of that.
You don't get, like, I can't remember one punch or one thing about the fight at the end. Halfway, probably, because you got and this is in the trailer, so this isn't a spoiler. Killmonger and Black Panther are both wearing, essentially, Black Panther suits.
Yeah.
Which are, all black inside of a dark cave.
Yeah.
The only thing you got is really the lights coming off of them.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't have any problem with the characters.
Nope.
I think the cast is great. Character-wise...
We knew that going in.
Character-wise, I don't like Killmonger, but like the cast themselves...
Yeah, we knew going in that they were going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I think we said that earlier, that it was just... They could make the most boring plot ever, and it would be interesting with this cast.
Yeah.
And that's true. I mean, this whole cast, from Forrest Whitaker to Michael B. Jordan, make it super interesting. Martin Freeman I really liked. I like Andy Serkis as a character. I don't like Claw. Or as a guy.
Right.
But I didn't like Claw. I remember watching Age of Ultron, and I was like, okay, he was fun for the 2 minutes that he was in the movie, whatever.
Right.
I'm like, okay, we'll probably never see him again.
I knew he was coming back.
And then he came back, and I was like,
yeah.
His scenes annoyed me. And I feel horrible saying that because I like him. But oh my gosh, his scenes, I just wanted them to end. I was like, he's... whatever.
Right.
He annoyed me so bad.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I had a difficult time with the plot, and I don't want to get into that until the spoiler talk.
Right.
But the plot, to me, is flat. You've seen it before.
I keep drinking this.
I don't know.
I'm putting this way over here where I can't see it.
I'm going to put it behind your mug.
Please do that.
But things I liked, I really liked the score. You touched on that.
Ooh,
I really liked the score. And the Wakanda visuals, when they're good, are really good. When they're bad, they're really bad. When they're good, they're great. It's like Frosted Flakes.
The thing is, I completely get that. Like, I understand.
I don't want to ramble.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes.
But you know they make Frosted Flakes with marshmallows now?
I'm sorry, what?
They make Frosted Flakes with marshmallows now.
As in, like, we're going to stop the podcast here. We're going to go buy some of that.
Yeah.
I say next podcast we spend it eating.
Just I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it.
Yeah.
They need to make Oreo O's with marshmallows.
They used to, from what I remember. I remember them having.
They did have marshmallows. Gosh darn it!
Let's do that. Let's save that for our cereal.
Our cereal
cast. Yeah.
But Yeah, do you have anything else you want to add to it? Because a lot of the things I have flaws with, I can't get into until we talk about the spoilers. But I mean, do you want to give your overall grade of it now, or you want to wait till the end?
If I do grade things, I'm a teacher and I like doing the letter system.
Okay, we can do that.
That could be my. I mean, I don't know. That's always what I wanted to do.
We can do that.
If I were to grade this like it was a student giving me a test,
yeah,
I would probably give it a B. I give it a B. B, like in the center, like an 85.
Okay.
85 out of 100.
We can do that.
What about you?
I don't think you want to know mine.
I'm very, very curious.
So, I mean, if I was a teacher, which I'm not, to me, if a student handed me this, I'd be like, you plagiarized this from all these XXX stories. Again, I can't, it's so hard
We're about to
discuss.
Yeah, it's about to, dude, give us
it's killing
like
me.
2 seconds.
I can't,
we're there.
I'd probably give it a D.
Yeah?
Plus,
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Maybe, was that, a 67? 69?
67 to
68?
69. I'll give you that.
66, okay. So I'd probably give it that. There's good elements in it, but overall it just looks like they studied the night before and expected to get an A.
I know that feeling. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I respect your honesty, and I know that the internet is going to respect your honesty when it comes to your review of this movie, right, internet?
No.
But now from this point on, we're going to be talking spoilers.
Hold on.
What's up?
Can we wait 15 seconds? Because it's about to be at 27 minutes exactly.
Oh, yeah?
You know how easy
Itty?
that'll be to edit that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We have 5 seconds.
5 seconds. 3, 2.
No, wait.
Spoilers start
Now.
Now.
Okay.
So,
It's Lion
if you're
King.
here,
Sorry.
What did you say?
It's Lion King.
It's
It's
okay.
Lion King.
If you are here, you're obviously you've already seen the movie,
Or
which
you
I
just-
think a lot of you have because this movie made bang.
Did it?
The past couple days, yeah, it's making bang.
Oh, I thought you said the basketball days.
What? No, the past couple. Now I almost said basketball. The past couple of days, it's made some moolah. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I am in love with Danai Gurira. I know I said that, but I just any excuse to talk about her. I loved her in Walking Dead. I love her in this movie even more. She is fan-stinking-tastic.
She was bad A.
Yeah, like every scene she was in was just incredible.
Well, the female
and-
cast in general in this movie is great.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I almost hated that they were supporting characters. Actually, there was a point where
There was a point where they were the main characters.
they were the main characters, and to be
Let's spoiler
completely-
talk. We can talk about
Yeah,
when.
spoiler. We can talk about the movie now.
It's when Killmonger takes over.
Yeah.
He beats Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
He beats T'Challa, throws him off this waterfall edge, and then essentially the girls of the story, the women,
And Martin Freeman.
and Martin Freeman become the main characters
For
for
a little
what
bit.
seems like a hot minute, 25 to 30 minutes of
Which
the movie.
to be completely honest, I was like, you know what, I wouldn't mind seeing a movie with these guys. Like, I would be
do
totally
it.
okay with that.
I would do it.
We just missed Okoye because she was loyal to the throne. So we missed out on her, but oh my goodness.
But you can see the internal struggle she's
Yeah,
having,
and
'cause
I'm
she's-
glad they played it off like, oh, she's not just like none of these people are like stoic, like, oh, he's the ruler now. We gotta
Yeah.
be cool. Like,
Well, 'cause
none of
they're-
them, I think, were cool with
They're
it.
all diehard, like Wakanda forever is
Right.
literal to them.
Right.
It's not just an expression that they follow Black Panther and that's it.
Right.
So with her being like, he's the king now, I don't agree, but I have to
That's our
to
law.
serve him. Yeah.
Part of me thought that was weird because they're this technologically advanced nation where they don't have that many internal, like they don't have wars like other countries have, at
Yeah.
least not for the most part. You know, they look like they've moved past where the rest of the world is, yet were they going to kill the old royal family because of him? Like, was he like, I'm gonna kill these. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill the sister and mom now. Like, I was like, can we move past?
Who?
that?
Michael B?
Yeah, Michael B. Like, I just remember it was just really weird because they were gonna kill them, and I was it's a technologically advanced nation, and we haven't moved past that.
I kind of wish you saw him get into Wakanda, because it doesn't seem like it's easy to get in, and he just kind of waltzes right in.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, what's up? Well,
I mean, he is
Wakanda. Yeah, well, Wakanda, I think. Like, everyone thinks it's that outside, where they're petting the rhino at the beginning. It's like all villages, third world country kind of thing.
Yeah. I see what you mean now. So the guy from Get
that's
Out,
yeah.
he's just kind of like the barrier there.
Yeah. That's his thing, is like the defenders, which is why they have those awesome cloak shields, which I thought was so cool.
Okay.
Sorry.
Dude, I missed that. I've seen it twice.
Yeah. He walked there,
100%.
he was like, I'm Wakandan, and he had the
did hit the lip thing.
thingy.
The lip sense.
The lip sense, yeah. And he, so I got how he got there.
Okay. I mean, that didn't affect my score of the movie at all. I've seen it twice now. You'd think I'd catch on.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Darn it.
No, it was, yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah, I liked him too. Get Out guy was cool. Didn't like his rhino though. Once a rhino showed up, I was like,
No.
That should have been like but
yeah.
I didn't care.
Well, because, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't care at all. But,
Well, I mean, it's like Hela's dog. You're just like...
Oh, Fenris?
Yeah, when it kind of shows up at the last fight scene, you're like, I forgot about you.
Yeah, dude, I forgot you existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
No, I
want to talk more about the women, because I like them.
Yeah.
What I liked about them, and you see it a lot with, like, Scarlet Witch, is that they don't use, like, charm to get what they want. Like, kind of Black Widow at the beginning, you see her in Avengers.
Yeah.
She's kind of using her charm to get out of that situation, and then she shows how,
Yeah.
kick-ass she is.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Nah.
The women in this movie, they're like, we'll stab you, we'll gut you.
Yeah. Like that look
care.
that Okoye gives Martin Freeman.
When he touches, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I was like, Martin Freeman's about to die.
Yeah.
He's about to die. He deserves it.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
No,
totally get it.
I would see a movie with just them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me Gotham City Sirens. Give me Wakanda Sirens.
Give me, the Wakanda...
The women of
Wakandivas. There we go.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either. That was terrible. But they were amazing.
They were. I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
This movie probably had the strongest support cast I've seen in a Marvel movie.
I know, I'm trying to think of the other ones, but yeah, no, I vividly... They all had moments where... The thing that was great is because the support cast in something like Civil War are other heroes that are already
I was about to make a
established.
joke, like they're probably the strongest support
Yeah,
cast.
that's the strongest support cast, because you have almost,
they've
at that
all
point, it
had
was
their own
like
movie.
7 or 8 years worth of Marvel movies is where you got to know these people. These people, you get to know them for like 2 hours, and I love these guys so stinking
I mean, it's like
much.
Rogue One. I loved Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
You were introduced to them, and they all died in this.
Spoilers to Rogue One, by the way.
If you haven't seen Rogue One by now, I can't help you.
What are you doing here?
Yeah,
Go watch Rogue One.
I can't help you if you haven't seen Rogue One, but a lot of people have flaws with that movie because they're like, you don't care about the characters. I disagree.
I did.
But like the same thing with this movie. These characters are all introduced in this 2-hour, 14-minute movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably in it for they're in it for a hot minute.
Yeah, they're
in it for about, I would say, an hour and a half altogether.
Yeah.
And I love them. I
Agreed.
love all of them.
No, they were awesome.
And none of them were in Civil War, right? None of them.
No, there's
2 women with him in Civil War, but
none of them were actual characters. They were just part of the Dora Milaje.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they were just part of the bodyguard, but they weren't.
A+ on pronunciation.
Thank you. I had been reading it wrong apparently for years. I had been calling them the Dora Milaje.
That sounds like a treat.
Yeah, like litmus lozenge.
That sounds like a cough drop.
It's from because of Winn-Dixie.
Oh.
Yeah, taught that in 3rd grade.
Gross.
Yeah, taught that book 3rd grade class.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, I've been reading that wrong for years when I read the comics, and I'm glad I got the pronunciation for it now. No, they were awesome.
They were awesome.
I love the Dora. I'm glad you said that. The Dora Milaje's fighting style,
it was cool.
where they almost they kind of fought like it's sequential. Like they all moved together.
Yeah.
They fought
It was
in choreographed ways that were like, hey, we've been practicing this. Like we have to
Don't-
make precise moves.
do not cross us.
So the other one,
Yeah.
So the other ones can make their moves. Like when they're
It's like a
fighting
game of
Killmonger.
chess almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they all are working together as opposed to just like, hey, we fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all their moves were like, okay, I'm gonna make this move because my sister over here is going to make this move,
Yeah.
and that's going to help out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
As well as helping her out. Like it was just really
That's
sticking cool. That was, I think, my favorite part of the whole
When they're fighting
third act.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would have got destroyed had it not been for what the suit can do.
Yeah.
How it just
Oh
like,
no,
it
he
didn't
didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I mean it just kind of pushed him off. He killed that one.
Yeah.
That was kind of a
Well,
cheat.
when you have a vibranium suit
Yeah.
like he does, I mean, you kind of hit in God mode essentially until you hit some railroad tracks.
Well, the suit turns off in that,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like as soon
which doesn't make any sense.
when Shuri's describing that,
I feel like-
well, like the how the train works and it like negates the whole vibration, the
Yeah.
vibration absorbing thing
Yeah.
of vibranium. My wife turned to me and went, she went, "Oh, I bet they're. That's how he's gonna beat Killmonger
Yeah.
when they're in the suit later in the movie." And I'm like,
Lo
"Yeah,
and
you're,
behold.
you're probably right."
Yeah.
Turns out,
Lo and
yeah,
behold.
that is exactly why that train exists.
Yeah. I feel like we're jumping around a lot. Do you just want to kind of give a spoiler of the plot itself? Like just kind of talk about it from beginning to end?
Yeah, let's
Because
do
we were
that.
talking about characters.
Let's
so, I
do
mean,
that. We have not touched on the beginning of the movie at all. About the brothers, it was the T'Chaka and his brother. He apparently sent his brother in as a spy to the United States, and then the spy, his brother, started working with Claw, and he ended up having the mindset that Eric Killmonger, because that's his son, you find that out.
Oh, yeah. Sterling K. Brown plays...
Do you know that's old T'Chaka's brother in real life?
Are you serious?
Yeah, check that out.
Hold on.
They didn't do any of that de-aging stuff like they did in Civil War.
Sterling K. Brown played... He played his brother. He played Killmonger's dad.
Yeah.
He's
Whoever played Killmonger's dad is, I believe... No, I lied. I am completely wrong. The guy who played T'Chaka younger self...
Oh, yeah, it is. They have the same last name.
Yeah, is the brother of the guy who plays T'Chaka older self.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I just now noticed that.
But that whole scenario is the catalyst for what Killmonger becomes. He sends him in as a spy, ends up having to send another spy in on him.
Who eventually turns into Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
Evolves into Forrest Whitaker.
He evolves. That is the peak of human evolution. Forrest Whitaker. Whose death they just kind of fly by.
We're jumping around again.
I am sorry, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
no. That's pretty much the whole beginning of the movie is a setup for
And then-
the villain, and you see these kids playing basketball, and I was like, I bet one of them's Killmonger. Turns out
I didn't think about that. And
I had a feeling. I was like, they wouldn't show these kids.
Well, the guy who plays Killmonger's dad.
Mhm.
No, not the guy who plays Killmonger's dad. The guy who evolves into Forrest Whitaker. To me, kind of looked like Michael B. Jordan. So I was like, oh, he's gonna be his dad.
Not grows up, evolves.
He evolves.
Yeah.
I don't know how Forrest Whitaker works, but no, that was cool. So you see his brother, King T'Chaka. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
T'Chaka, who's Black Panther's dad.
Yeah.
He is the Black Panther at this time. His brother is sent to the States, and you see that he's working with Claw. T'Chaka shows up and is like, "Hey, bro, protein shake. You need to come with me."
Yeah. You're doing it bad.
You have to stay in trial or something like that.
Yeah.
I am the Senate. So come with me, and he's like, "Nah, I good." And then he tries to kill Forrest Whitaker, young Forrest Whitaker, and that's when he dies.
Right.
T'Chaka kills his own brother, which is pretty intense, and then they leave his kid there.
Yeah.
But you don't know any of that at the beginning.
Until like later.
Yeah, you don't. Like 30 minutes before the movie ends.
Right.
But so that was cool.
Mhm.
Kind of shows a dark side of Wakanda.
Mm-hmm. then at that point it goes to Black Panther in the modern day.
Yeah, right. Like, what seems like a minute after Civil War.
Yeah, it's like
on the fly home.
Yeah, he did his thing with. Although part of me goes, wouldn't Captain America be with him? Because the end credit scene of Civil War.
Right.
Yeah, they're in Wakanda, but then in this one they're like, oh wait, no, he's doing this detour.
They're flying to rescue that girl, right?
Yeah, Nakia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that may be it. Mm-hmm. But you would think he's already been to Wakanda to get Winter Soldier all rested up. Why didn't they just do the king ceremony then?
Man, I got nothing. They probably just didn't think that far ahead. Which is fine.
Or whatever.
Yeah, because then we got Jungle Batman.
Yeah, and then we got Jungle Batman.
Which was really cool, except for all the coolest shots were in the first trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of where the action starts with me, is you cannot see a darn thing in that fight scene.
Yeah, hey, let's go into a pitch black forest, turn off all the lights.
With a dude who's wearing a pitch black suit.
Yeah. Can't see nothing.
Yeah. So, that's kind of where the movie started to be like, I didn't automatically go. Some people would be like, can't see what's going on, hate it.
Yeah,
hate
0 out of 10.
Hey, 0 out of 10.
Yeah. No, it was, I had already seen it in the trailer, so it didn't really.
No.
Honestly, I didn't even count it until I was really having to think about it.
Yeah.
But then his reaction when he sees Nakia.
It's funny because I'm so bad with names. What's her
Lupita?
No, not her. The girl in the ship with.
Denai Guerrera.
Yeah, her. I'm gonna let you do all the names.
Go for it.
When she's like, "Hey, when you see her, don't freeze."
Yeah.
And then he freezes.
And then he freezes. He's like, "Hi." And I'm like, I would have totally done that same thing. You have her gorgeous face looking at you, and I'm like, yeah, I probably would have done that same thing.
It's hilarious.
And then they kind of play that off for like the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He freezed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because he's like, me and you were like, oh, Black Panther's like he is the epitome of cool, and then you have these people that are like talking smack to him and embarrassing him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it was so cool. It was humanizing.
And I like that in a character. However, when you introduce the character like you do in Civil War, and I get it, he does a complete 180, and this is one of my flaws in the movie, is a lot of the characters in this movie do a complete 180 halfway through the movie. Some of them go back, do become a dynamic character. You know, they have a change, I think, go back to it. But that was my biggest problem with Man-Ape. What's his name?
M'Baku. I had that
he
too.
He does out of nowhere. And the first time you see him, you're like, this dude's intimidating AF.
Yeah.
He's about to, and he gets beat down. I thought that, for some reason, I thought that was going to be an easy fight scene.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it would have been cooler to see Black Panther just one-hit him like Tom Hardy in Warrior.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. And so I was like, oh my god, this dude is intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like the Trial of the King or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and then the next time you see him, right before the movie ends, he's cracking jokes.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So, but that was a problem I had with Black Panther. Not a problem to where I was like, I hate this movie because of it. But like, you see him in Civil War, his dad just died. He's full of anger. I get it. But then the next time they show him, he's all cracking jokes, having fun.
Yeah, that did take me back. But it was almost like he's socially awkward.
Yeah.
It was almost like he's socially awkward.
And I guess when you grow up in a...
Yeah, you're isolated from pretty much everyone else. Like, the humor was very, like... Not fish out of water. No. But it was very, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would have liked to see him... Because he doesn't have... To me, he didn't have a hint of the old Black Panther. The Civil War Black Panther in this movie at all. It was a complete character change.
Yeah.
Which some people might like, some people might hate. I kind of fall in the middle there. I'm like, it's whatever. I wanted to see Civil War.
Yeah, okay.
Civil War Black Panther, because to me, he's my favorite part
of that movie. He's very angry in that movie.
And I get that.
His dad just died.
And I get that.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me it would have been cool if, like, Killmonger's like, I'm here to take over. He's like, I don't care.
And
then just...
He's like, no, you're not.
Instead of entertaining that.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that later because, whatever.
Yeah.
But, so, God, we are horrible at describing plots.
Yeah, we really are.
He saves Lupita. Is that her name?
Lupita. The character's name's Nakia.
What'd I say?
Lupita.
What'd you say?
Nakia.
What'd I say?
I'm gonna make you drink that green label.
Don't, please don't.
But
So he saves her. He goes back to Wakanda.
They go back to Wakanda. And then at that point, he does the whole. He has to do trials. He does the Warriors Fall, which you mentioned.
Yeah. So that's basically hey, anyone who doesn't see him fit to be king,
fight him.
Say now, like the 5 tribes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Fight him.
Yeah.
And
that's where the M'Baku fight.
4 of the 5 just like,
nah,
you good, bro? And then
M'Baku
comes out of nowhere, scary.
Yeah.
And that kind of scared me.
Yeah.
They're all chanting, and like he comes out with that terrifying mask.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is scary. And so he challenges him. Black Panther wins by submission. I thought he was about to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was about to throw him off the waterfall.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to lose him. No, don't die.
And
but I did like that, like, because that was a really cool humanizing moment, and it showed the
because I like what he says. It's like don't like
your people need you.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
I loved that. That
yeah.
made me think like if we ever lose the original Avengers, like Captain America, like I was thinking. Who would be the moral compass for the group? Like Black Panther would fit that role perfectly. Black Panther, he's just a good
person.
He's a good man.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, like that shows that like this guy is trying to take over your rule, and you're like, no, I'm not going to kill you. Please tap out because I don't want to kill you because your people need you.
Yeah,
I love that.
He's a strong leader, I guess. M'Baku, I don't know why.
Physically strong.
Yeah,
sure.
He was intimidating. He's got to be like 6'8" in real life.
Yeah.
At least
300 pounds.
300
pure
pounds,
muscle.
pure muscle. No ounce of body fat at all.
I think after that is the Eric Killmonger introduction, where he's pretty much just like, "Hey, here's this thing." You're completely wrong. It's actually vibranium from Wakanda.
Yeah, he's at an art museum. He's gets some girl who knows a lot about artifacts, and she's like, "That's from the Europe age," and he's like, "No,
the Europe age.
The Europe age, the age of Europe."
The age of Europe.
He's like,
"When is that, Dylan? When is the age of Europe?"
Hasn't happened yet. He's like, "Nah, that's from Wakanda," and she's like, "Whatever." And then,
God bless you.
And then she's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna call security," because he starts acting a little sketch. He's like, "Well, how about instead of worrying about what's going on around you, worry about what you're drinking?"
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably my only favorite.
That's your like. Like I want to try that out with somebody just randomly, just to see what their reaction would be.
They're not drinking anything.
Yeah, they're not drinking anything. Like you should be more worried about what you put in your body, because like even if they're like, "Oh, you're weird," they're gonna go on throughout the day going,
"What did I just put?
What did I put in my body?"
Yeah,
they're
probably messing up for a week or so.
Because her face is like, yeah. Crap.
I don't know. I mean, that's probably the only moment of Killmonger I like.
Right.
To be honest, I don't want to get into that right now.
Yeah.
We can get into that later.
Yeah.
But because. Whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Where are we at?
Right now we're at the museum.
No, time wise.
48 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad. No. All right, so museum. I think from that point you go to he's talking to the different leaders.
Well, they have that cool heist kind of thing with Claw.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Claw shows up and they do that heist where it's like. Look, people are sick, and and then he starts making out with the nurse chick. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then they go off. It's just like, okay, they planned this
for a hot minute. Yeah.
If I ever had anybody that was on a medical staff that looked the way that Andy Serkis looked in that movie, all beat up, tattooed, scarred, like the way that he is,
you wouldn't hire him?
I'd be like, I'll just sit here and die. That's cool. Like, cause. I mean, nothing to say anything against scarred, tattooed, whatever, the way... You look like that,
well,
and you're in a medical...
This is the first time, and this has nothing to do with the movie Black Panther itself, but it's something that's kind of cool that I thought... I remember watching the movie, I was like, ah! I watched it. That art museum that they're in is the High Museum of Art in Atlanta. And I've been there like 2 or 3 times on school field trips with my AP art class, so it was cool. So when they're going down the hallway, I'm like, I've been there. I've been down that hallway. Yeah. So that was the first time. They shoot these movies in Atlanta. Yeah, that was the first time I've ever seen something in a movie that I've been in, and I was like, am I famous by association?
I can't remember the movie. It had Sean Astin. And I don't remember, but they go to a tattoo parlor.
Oh,
and that's where I got both of my tattoos.
Yeah.
Two
It's like Mom's Night Out or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they go to Oak Mountain Lanes too.
Yeah. And I was like, I've been to these places. Yeah, that's
cool.
really cool.
But
oh
wow. So they go. He gets the artifact and then goes back to Wakanda because he's selling the vibranium.
Oh, he goes to South Korea to sell it to like the CIA.
Claw.
Yeah.
But he's selling it to the highest bidder. He has no idea who it is.
Yeah.
But
ends up being the
they
CIA.
steal the vibranium from the art museum,
Uh-huh.
and then they find Wakanda's like, "Yo, we just sell vibranium in the black market.
Yeah.
It's Claw selling it to whoever this guy is in
Right.
South Korea." And so
We
Black
gotta get
Panther
it.
is like, "I got him."
Yeah.
But I think the biggest part of that scene is
Stanley's cameo.
Stanley's cameo is hilarious. No, before that happens is a Get Out guy. It's like, "Hey, you gotta kill him.
Go get Claw. Like I need you. Like I need
Either
kill
bring him
or
back or kill him."
Yeah.
Which I'm like, dude's been king for like 2 days,
Maybe 2 days.
Like, and
Couple
you're already
seconds.
putting all that on him.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Right.
So, like, I like him as an actor, but I said earlier that I liked his character. I take it back now that I'm talking about it. But so he goes to South Korea. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's very James Bond-esque. Very James
Sure.
Bond. You know, casino.
Yeah.
Stick up heist.
You don't know who's the
Yeah,
buyer,
like you're
who's
trying
not.
to figure out who this person is.
Yeah.
They're all talking on communicate. Like it reminded me of James Bond
It
spy
was.
stuff, which was really really cool
It was
because that's
cool.
like Nakia's thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's Nakia's thing is she's a spy, and so she's like
Mm-hmm.
showing him the ropes. It was really cool. Eventually, you see Martin Freeman, who immediately recognizes
Yeah.
T'Challa, and then he's like,
Whatever you're doing.
yeah, I had to remember, like, he doesn't know about Wakanda, because when he's talking to him, he's almost like he's talking down to him.
Yeah. Well, because the whole world thinks it's like a
Third world
It's like
developing
fourth
country.
world, yeah.
Yeah, like I completely forgot that, because I knew they knew each other from Civil War, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that he doesn't know Wakanda.
Does he not know? He didn't know he's a Black Panther until.
I don't think he did. No, but he did because Andy Serkis mentions it. But that might have been after the awesome chase scene. Usually, I don't care for chase scenes.
Yeah.
And like car, like I don't usually
one
care
was
about
good.
that. That one was awesome. Like it showed off his new suit.
Oh yeah. The new suit.
Yeah.
It was cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. The new suit had a cool idea. It's like wherever you punch him. So like if you punch him in the stomach,
It absorbs.
that.
Yeah, it
and then
absorbs the kinetic energy.
He can belly flop you and you'll shoot forever.
Right.
But like because in that movie he keeps getting shot and his
Yeah.
suit is like full purple.
Yeah, and it's charging
And then he just
up,
kind of jumps and just does a little
that
fist on the ground.
sweet- Yeah. Oh.
And just
that-
everything around him flies off.
Yeah, no,
But
it-
I honestly think the only reason they did that on the suit is so
To
you could
be
tell.
able to- yeah.
So later in the fight scene between him and Eric, who are wearing identical suits, you can tell which one's which.
Right. Like, oh, that one's gold, bad
Yeah.
guy. That one's purple, good guy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So I loved that scene. My favorite shot is when, what is it?
Claw.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. Shoots Nakia and Denai Guerrera's character, Okoye.
Yeah.
He shoots their car,
Oh,
blows it up, and Okoye like grabs her spear, throws it through the windows
Yeah.
of a car. It lands in front of them, and then it just destroys the car.
Yeah.
And she's like, whatever.
Yeah. And then you see Nakia.
Yeah, and then
In
she's
the-
in the driver's seat. Be
Hilarious.
honest, she would have died.
Yeah.
She would I don't think
That probably would have happened.
Yeah,
But
no, but it was hilarious. She's
Yeah.
just sitting there.
Yeah,
She's
like-
so innocent.
Yeah.
Like, I love they're shooting at the car and nothing's happening. And
Yeah.
it almost looks like they're annoyed. They're like,
Yeah.
primitive weapons. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I had a problem with that fight scene. I think it was cool, the chase scene was, but it was another one of those like action scenes where you just cannot. There's some parts of it where you're like, where is he? Oh, there he. No, that's not him. That's a
yeah,
Volkswagen. What's going? I don't. So that one's not as bad as some of them. That one's a really good scene.
yeah.
So
they end up catching Claw. They're interrogating him,
yeah,
and
Michael B.
Michael B.
shows up.
blows up the wall.
He escapes.
That I wouldn't count that as an action scene.
No.
Because like it's literally shoots him with a grenade, and then that's it. That's apparently what it takes to take out the
beat that suit.
yeah
that
to beat that
stuff,
suit.
whatever.
Yeah, so like I get it, pushed him back, but I think he would have been fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see that he has a ring, a Wakandan ring.
Yeah.
And so he goes back. Black Panther goes back. It's like Forrest Whitaker's like he goes to Forrest Whitaker. I can't say his name.
Forrest Whitaker. Bugolet.
Yeah. he goes to Saw Gerrera and is like, "Hey man, I
didn't do it.
I saw this ring. Tell me what's up with that." Goes into the backstory that we mentioned.
My favorite line of that movie
Yeah?
is he's like, I made a promise to the king, and then Black Panther.
It's like, I am the king.
Yeah, he yells, I am your king.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But I love him.
Yeah.
He's so great.
He is great.
So,
That was a little flash of the Civil War Black Panther that
Yeah.
I knew and loved. But, ow.
yeah, no, I totally got that. Did you break your thumb?
I just hit my funny bone.
Ah.
I did break my thumb, though.
Yeah.
LOL.
But, no, he, so then at that point...
You find out kind of more of the backstory that we had talked about earlier about how T'Chaka?
T'Chaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
He kills his brother, and his brother had his son who was outside playing b-ball.
Michael B. Ball.
Michael b-ball was outside playing and had to go move in with his Aunt Vivian and Uncle Phil.
Right.
And he had a stepbrother named Carlton.
Right. Is that...
I don't know.
No.
It's the origin story.
No.
The origin story
Don't
of
do that to
Killmonger.
me. Don't do that to me. So you find out more about him. He's like this black ops operative.
Yeah, he
who
joined
can like take out governments.
Yeah, join
if
the
you
military.
give him enough time.
Yeah.
He's a freelance mercenary who's just like the best at what he does. And he grew up almost loathing the I would say loathing the Black Panther, not almost, because the Black Panther killed him.
Yeah.
Killed his dad.
He did kill him too.
Oh yeah, but he killed his dad.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Well, he was.
Well,
yeah.
you know.
But killed his dad, and so he like pretty much is going his entire life thinking,
Black Panther.
he knows of Wakanda.
Yeah.
He knows of the technology they have, and he's like, why don't they share this with the rest of the world? The people that are oppressed in the world, and so his whole goal in life is to eventually, because he does technically have a right to the throne, get that throne so that he can help out the people that are oppressed on Earth. And I was like, crap, I get that. I totally get that. And like, he kind of explains that like in the throne room a little bit. And I love he has like this snarky attitude, like, what's up? Like he just
I didn't like it.
I liked it. That was me. I was just like, this, like, he don't care. I love that. I love that. I mean, it was so attitude-y, but I bought it.
I mean, it was like watching a teenager walk in there.
Yeah, well, that's like kind of infuriating. Like, man, you're like, oh, he's gonna be intimidated. No, I don't know. I enjoyed it, but so he explains that, and I was like, crap, I totally get that. He challenges T'Challa's throne. They fight it out. You see Michael B. Jordan's gigantic pectorals.
Yeah.
And he ends up beating him, throws him off the... and I was so upset. Because I was like, come on, T'Challa, come on, don't lose, come on. Like, I didn't want to see him lose. And he did. Because a lot of the times in those kind of movies, it's like, this guy challenges the king, and the king's like, nah, I win. That's why I'm king. Ha ha ha. Nope. This guy straight up beat his butt, threw him off a waterfall. Is king now. I didn't get why, like... he gets the herbs to get the strength of the Black Panther. He then orders them to burn all of the heart-shaped herbs.
Yeah.
Which gives the Black Panther their power. That was the one part I was like, okay, I don't get... Like, I get it because you're the bad guy and you don't want anybody else getting those herbs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay,
well,
you have more important things to worry about? I don't care.
Yeah.
But, I know, I've just been talking. Any thoughts so far?
I mean, I disagree with what you said about how you see the hero lose like that and then come back and win. We see it a lot.
Simba!
Yeah, and that's kind of my biggest flaw. And that's just one movie. I'm sure, there's a ton of movies. And I hate that I cannot think of any off the top of my head.
Right.
But I know, like, I've seen it done before.
Right.
Where there's a leader, a king, who is the main good guy. Because normally in movies you think king, you're like, oh, it's probably some tyrant or something like that. So you see the king, leader, whatever it is, lose to the main bad guy. Main bad guy takes over the land. And then the king comes back.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that part I had seen before.
And
but most of the time, the bad guy that's challenging the throne is the bad guy for the sake of being a bad guy. This guy actually had a pretty understandable reason. Now, he wasn't... I remember I described that I had this thought of like, oh yeah, he was overhyped. Or like, oh yeah, everybody was saying he was so great. And I never explained why. For some reason, he still didn't hit that like... oh, he is the best thing since Loki. To me, I understood his motives way better than a lot of the other MCU villains, and I like that he's the only thing that makes him a bad guy, because that's like a good guy motive, is just how he goes about it.
Yeah,
killing, murdering, to get where he needs to be, and that I think is just where he what he was raised in, just anger. He building up, having his father die, all that stuff. So I appreciated him a little bit more for that. What was after that? M'Baku was after that.
Oh yeah. So Black Panther dies.
Yeah.
They go to M'Baku and they're gonna give him because Nakia. Is that the girl's name? Mm-hmm. Nakia. She steals one of the flowers.
Yeah, luckily.
Herbs, the heart diamond, whatever they're called.
The heart-shaped herb.
Heart diamond.
Heart diamond.
I like heart diamond better. She steals one before Michael B. Jordan burns everything down because she just happens to be at the right place at the right time.
Right.
Whatever. And they're like, we don't know what to do.
Right.
So I think they're going to take it to M'Baku because they're like, he's probably the only one that can challenge him. Mm-hmm. I honestly think M'Baku could beat him even with the Black Panther gene inside of him.
Right.
Or gene, I guess.
Gene. The powers?
The powers inside of Michael B. Jordan. So, right. But that's a fight scene I would love to see, but we didn't get to see it. So they take it to M'Baku, and he's like, I got something to show you. And he shows him T'Challa's body is in like this coma state. And ice. Because they're like, yeah, we just found him hanging out bottom of the waterfall being a weirdo. Mm-hmm. So after Michael B. threw him off. So they get him. He's kind of in this coma state, and they give him the herb. The diamond. The heart diamond. And he wakes up, and yeah. Yeah, and then they go... They take over Wakanda. They pretty much... That's introduces the last part of the scene, the last part of the movie, the big fight at the end. Okoye sees that he's alive, and like technically... that still makes T'Challa king because T'Challa didn't yield, and he didn't die. Killmonger didn't kill him, so technically that made T'Challa king, which means the Dora Milaje are back on Black Panther's side. Yeah. So I liked that aspect. Yeah. So they turn on him, and then a Rhino boy brings in his Rhino buddies. Wakabi. With his Is that how you say his name? What? Wakabi? I think so. Okay. Yeah. But I really liked that their cloaks. They all wore cloaks, and then they were shields. They were shields. They were like I thought that was so cool. That was cool. So I like some of the visuals in that. Yeah. I hated the rhinos for some reason. I should have been like, rhinos! Both times I've seen the movie, this is around the time, I mean, granted, it's the very end of the movie, but that's kind of around the time where I'm like, I want it to end. Yeah. I want it to end. How I judge a movie is if I could go to the bathroom during the movie or not. Yeah. I 100% almost went the first time. Yeah. Only reason I didn't is because we were sitting in the middle. Right. And we were surrounded by people. And I didn't want to be that guy who was like, excuse me. Yeah. I think the last movie I went to the restroom in was Amazing Spider-Man 2. I went during Homecoming. You did go during Homecoming. Twice. Yeah. Because you drank like a Frosty and a half. Yeah. But, so, that's kind of how I judge. That's how we both judge a movie, which sounds so weird, but... it means you want to miss it means you don't care. It's around both times I've seen it. It's around that time where I'm like, okay, I need it to be over. But it's around the time of the T'Challa Killmonger fight.
Right.
The first fight, when they're doing the trial.
Yeah, it does get a little bit slow at that
That's
point.
where I'm like during the fight scene, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I've seen enough. I'm good.
Right.
So.
Nah. Yeah, it's interesting, and I do not like that fight between Killmonger and Black Panther.
At
Like
the
as
very
soon
end?
as I love the Dora Milaje and Killmonger fighting.
Yeah.
But once Black Panther is fighting Killmonger, like when he's fighting the other people, I was like, cool, that's awesome. But there's some pretty cool shots where he's doing shockwaves on people. Like, that's cool.
I feel like they relied too much on the suit aspect of it.
Right.
They didn't rely on what he can physically do, like how he can physically
You got a lot
fight.
of that in Civil War.
So?
So, bring it in this movie.
I mean...
No, I totally get you.
It worked in Civil War. Why wouldn't you do it in this one?
I think a big
to me,
aspect,
it didn't work in this movie.
I think, to me, it was fine because I think a big aspect of it was, like, you did get a lot more of the technological side of Wakanda, and the suit is a huge technological...
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's like one of the epitomes of the technological part of Wakanda.
That's one of my problems with Homecoming, is he relied too much on what the suit can
Yeah,
do, but then they address that when they take the suit away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther didn't do that.
Right. I see what you mean.
I still don't like Stark's
Well,
spider
see, they kind of
suit.
did that with Warriors Falls. They took his strength away, like he was a normal human. They did that in Warrior Falls twice.
Yeah.
So they kind of do that.
I think they relied too much on what the suit can do rather than what the man inside the suit can do when he's wearing the suit.
Gotcha.
So.
It didn't bother me that much. I didn't think that, but I just didn't care for the fight that much. Once they got
I didn't
into
care. The tunnel.
The tunnel. Once they get to the tunnel, I don't care.
It has a episode 1 kind of feel to it because there's like there's too many things going on at once, and you're just like, because you have Martin Freeman flying the spaceship.
Oh yeah.
You have the whole fight scene going on with the rhinos and stuff like that, and then you have the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. And then the Gungans and the droids.
Yeah, and then you have the Gungans and the droids.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there's just too much going on because I'm like, if you had just focused on the
I think Martin Freeman's part could have been.
It could have been cut.
Yeah, that could have been cut.
I mean, as cool as that was, seeing him like about to die, and he's like, no.
Yeah. Honestly, I think if he did die, that would have been pretty.
I have never seen him die on screen, and I don't want to.
I don't either. Have you seen him? He's adorable.
He is adorable.
Which is weird because he's like way older than us.
We're probably taller than him.
That's true. Which is probably why he's so adorable.
I would hug him.
I would too.
But I mean, it just had a episode 1 kind of feel to it at the very last scene because you're just like, I only care about maybe one of these fights.
Right.
Darth Maul. But
yeah.
Even the fight that you do care about, the Killmonger Black Panther fight, you're like...
Or you should care about.
You should care about. You're like, this is stupid. It's not stupid. Stupid's very aggressive.
Yeah,
but it's
stupid.
It's stupid, but it's just like... It's the same thing. It's... Punch 2 times, trains come and stand on opposite ends of the train.
Right.
And talk.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't either.
Now, after he stabs him...
That was cool.
And he even says it. Like, that was a pretty good move.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. I like that. But then it goes back to him just being such an awesome guy. Because he takes Killmonger up to the...
And lets him see the Wakanda sun.
Yeah, which is what he said. His dad said he'd always show him, and like, T'Challa did that for him, and he's like, we can heal you, and he's like, no, I don't. No, I'm not gonna rot in a prison.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I mean, even till the end, he's just like, no, I'm going my way. No, this is. I'm going out on my terms. He didn't let. No, it was just really cool. And then at that point, it goes pretty much, everybody's like, yeah, everything's back to normal.
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
Good.
Yeah.
But the big part is that from this point on, Wakanda is no more secrets.
Yeah, because the mid-credit scene is him at the UN
saying, hey,
we want to offer the world what we can do. And then that guy's like, isn't Wakanda like a farm country?
Yeah, he's like, what exactly can you do? And Martin Freeman's like, you guys don't even know.
It shows...
I've been with these guys for 2 days.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman starts smiling at him.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because he's about to be like,
Yeah.
You guys have no idea.
Yeah.
Which is good because they're gonna need them as much help as they get once the big purple guy comes from the sky.
Yeah. Well, then the last credit scene, which I should be hyped about.
Right.
It's my boy. My boy's Winter Soldier.
White Wolf.
White Wolf.
They call him.
I don't know.
Well, it didn't mean anything to me.
It didn't.
Because you
could have had that probably in the movie.
He's in the Infinity War trailer.
Yeah, he's alive.
He's fine.
Yeah,
you know he's fine.
You know he's fine. You know that he is going to be in that last fight scene.
Yeah, that might be why the Infinity War trailer didn't play for our showings. But then again...
It's been in the...
I got nothing. Yeah. I
saw one reviewer. I'm not going to name who it was, but he was like, the Infinity War trailer ruined Black Panther because there was nothing at stake. You knew that he lived. I'm like, you knew that he lived before this movie.
Like, come on!
Like, you think he's gonna die?
You think he's gonna die? Like, he's in half of one movie, and then he's gonna die in his first standalone movie, which is like a catalyst for, I guarantee you, a trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, totally gonna kill him.
Like, maybe it spoiled that
Okoye lived.
Yeah, but whatever.
Right.
Like, now watching the movie, I'm glad that she lived. I want her to kill Thanos. I don't want Captain America to kill Thanos.
Yeah, I don't care about anything like that. I want... Yeah, back to that. She deserved her spot in that shot.
She did.
Yeah, in the Infinity War trailer.
She does, 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, his sister deserves a spot.
Oh, God, I love her.
She was funny.
His sister so much. But,
So... That's pretty much the end. I mean, that's the movie right there.
Yeah, and you guys know our thoughts. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to the podcast this week.
Yeah.
Black Panther. If you've seen it, awesome. Let us know what you thought about it. If not, when are you gonna see it? Because you know you're gonna see it. It's a Marvel movie. Come on.
Yeah.
Tell us what you thought in the comments below. And until next week, stay adventurous.